Welcome to the world of period furniture. What period, you might ask? Well, if you're brand new to antiques, let me fill you in. The term refers to furniture made between the 17th century and 1840, and it's prized among collectors. Joining me today is Frank Levy from Bernard and S. Dean Levy here in Manhattan. He's the fourth generation in this family of American antiques dealers. Frank, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So what makes period furniture so special?
Well, in part, it's all handmade. And we picked the date of 1840 as the closing date because post-1840 you start to have things that are mass-produced. And pre-1840 you have the handmade objects.
So how difficult is it for you to pinpoint a date on a piece of furniture?
It can be very tricky because we use style to pinpoint date. However, the styles transferred from one place to another at very different rates, so you can have a huge date range. Something that was made, let's say, in New York City in 1790 may look like something made in 1830 a little bit farther inland.
What are some of the different styles within the period?
Well, we run the gamut from the very early 17th century on to the Queen Anne period, which is often indicated by this, the pad foot. We then move into the Chippendale period, which dates to about 1770, and that's often indicated by extra carving and what's known as a ball and claw foot. And then into the Federal period, which is about 1790 to 1820, you start to get a finer line, a little bit more delicate line, and inlay.
So the condition of a piece plays a huge role in its value, and oftentimes it's wise to employ an expert to help you spot if a leg or a drawer has been replaced.
Everybody makes mistakes, but you need to be very careful to look at things like tool marks, and you look at things like other repairs that may have taken place on a piece.
And what about the history of a piece? Does that affect the value?
History is very important and can affect value greatly. Certainly something owned by George Washington is going to make a big difference as far as value goes, but things owned by a family such as the Beekmans can also make a difference.
Obviously, history makes a difference in value. What else separates a masterpiece from something of lesser value?
Well, there are things like details, things such as carving, which you see across the knee here, and carving the skadroon section here, or things like paint and gilt decoration, which you see here and here, and other things such as how fresh a piece is to the market. If it's something that nobody's seen, that will increase the value as well.
So where can you find period furniture? Well, reputable antique dealers like this one are a great place to start, especially as you increase your knowledge. But you might also try antiques auctions and shows, and that's where sometimes the best deals are. So Frank, what's the secret to buying period furniture at an auction?
Well, at auctions there are a lot of pitfalls, and you want to be very careful that you're buying something in good condition and that's of the value that you think you're paying for it.
So it sounds to me like maybe the secret is bringing an expert along with you. Is that doable?
It's a very good idea, and most antique dealers will do that.
And what if you only have a couple $100s to spend?
There are still plenty of pieces out there for people within that budget. You may need to do some legwork and go look for the things, but there are those possibilities.
Do you recommend buying furniture online?
I don't. Online has a lot of problems with it, and part of it is that it's a two-dimensional medium, and you're looking at a three-dimensional object.
And if our viewers have furniture at home that they think is valuable, how do they go about getting it evaluated?
Well, the first thing would be to get a photograph and send it to a reputable antiques dealer, and I can guarantee that if the photograph looks like it's a valuable piece, that antiques dealer will certainly make the trip out to see it.
If you're looking at this as an investment, hold a piece for at least a generation. There's no guarantee it will increase in value, but you can use and appreciate period furniture every day, unlike a stock or bond.